So I've been doing some thinking today and had some realizations come to my head. I even got a message on Hangouts from a woman who does her own YouTube channel. It's quite small, but you know, she's fairly red-pilled, and she sent me a picture that her son, a truck driver, found. So her son's a truck driver and found something on the back of a toilet door while he was on his travels. This is over in the US. And someone had written in permanent marker on the back of that door in the bathroom cubicle, MGTOW on YouTube. And it reminded me of a few weeks back, I had someone else in the comments, and look, I don't get a lot of chance to go through my YouTube comments just because there's just such a mountain of them that I just can't catch them all. But I've seen a couple of comments in recent times where there's been people writing MGTOW or search MGTOW on YouTube or look up MGTOW on the back of toilet doors in the men's toilets. Now, I actually had an incident last night. It wasn't really an incident, it was more just the signs on the toilets in the Westfield in Sydney CBD were really confusing. So fortunately it was late at night, but I actually found myself briefly in the women's bathroom. And because I walked in and I saw these two cushy ass seats, right? These round, like plush little seats. Like I could sit on those things and just chill for hours. And there's like a bench and a mirror, and I'm like, man, this is like the most cushy fucking men's bathroom I've ever been in my entire life. Then I looked around and there was not one single urinal. And I went, oh fuck, don't tell me. Of course, I walked outside to look at the sign above the door, and I'd in error gone into the ladies' bathroom. So I repositioned myself and went into the men's bathroom. And of course, no cushy seats, no mirrors, just a couple of urinals on the wall to piss in and some cubicles. I thought, yeah, that's about typical. I was like, you know, us guys never get to find out about this stuff. We never know about these little freaking perks in the ladies' bathrooms until we go in there. But how often do we go in there? For most of us, never. Because we go to the men's bathroom because that's where you go when you're a man, right? And similarly, trans debate aside, right? And gender fluidity debate aside, let's just say men are men, women are women, right? Women don't go into the men's bathroom. Now, it's kind of funny, right? Because women just collectively and on average, they just tend to have this proclivity to want to take over every single male space. Like men's shed, for those of you who know what a men's shed is. Women wanted to start going into men's sheds in Australia, and some of the cucks who were running the men's shed were letting them because, you know, vagina or something like that. So, you know, women were getting into men's sheds. Then you had the Tattersalls Club in Brisbane, right? And women have got Curves Fitness, they've got Fernwood Women's Fitness Club, they've got women-only gyms, they've got women-only sections to gyms, they've got, you know, special women's classes for swimming where men aren't allowed to go. So women have got all of these female exclusive things. But yet the Tattersalls Club in Brisbane, which had been around for 160 odd years, right? All of a sudden, one of the politicians who happened to be female decided she didn't like the fact that women couldn't be members. Even though women were allowed into the club, they weren't allowed to be members. And of course, the media was shaming the clubs and saying, how can a club that alienates half of its potential audience survive? And it's like, because men have the money to pay for the membership for this club to survive. Men built the fucking club. Men were the original members. Men pay their membership fees. Men run it. It's an all-male thing. Men made it from start to finish. And now that it's all nicely done, now that everything's been paid for, now that everything's established, women are like, oh, I want in because equality. Give me my membership. because you're misogynists if you don't. That was basically the media's position, right? And is Anastasia Palaszczuk, who's this feminist fucktard from the Queensland government, she's the Queensland Premier, she was basically saying that she is not permitting any of the members of her cabinet to be a member of that club while it doesn't allow women members. So, textbook example of how we're just not allowed to have an all-male space. Anything men have, where it's men only, women want to be in there. Some women don't, but too many of them do. And it's the ones with influence, and it's the ones indoctrinated into this feminist bullshit. So, the last real bastion, right, the last real place that men have that women simply don't want to overtake is our bathrooms. Which means what goes on in the bathrooms, the men's, tends to stay in the men's. Women never get to see it, just like we never get to see what's in the women's bathroom. So why am I waffling on and why is all of this important? Because men, every single place, right? So if we make comments online about, you know, something that pertains to, God forbid, us having some sort of fair treatment, we're misogynists, you know, we don't believe in equality, we're anti-woman, all of that dribble, you've heard it all before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So what if we could talk about stuff and women don't find out about it, and therefore don't say anything about it, and therefore by the time it's too late, well, you can say as much as you want, but it's done. So we need to start advertising the going your own way philosophy in male-only spaces that women won't invade. That's what we need to do, in my personal view. And I think that this, it's like, even if a woman goes into the male bathrooms, they're not going to go into the cubicle and then look at the back of the bathroom door after they close it behind them and lock themselves in the cubicle. They're just not going to. It's not going to happen. Even if they have a female cleaner go into the men's bathroom after hours, they're still not going to go in there and close the door behind them and see what's on the back of the door. The back of the toilet door, as silly as it sounds, that is our secret weapon, men. And look, I don't advocate vandalism, but there's stickers and there's websites you can get them made cheap, like Vistaprint. I might even get some made up and you guys can buy them if you want. I'm gonna get them made anyway, so I'm thinking, you know, even if we just write notes, just carry like a little thing of tax around, like write notes saying search MGTOW on YouTube and just pin it to the back of the cubicle wall, right? Especially if the door's already been damaged and defaced before. What's another pinprick gonna do, right? Now, you may have noticed that the title of this video is MGTOW is skyrocketing while feminism is free falling. I don't remember the last time in the last 6 months that I heard a woman say that she's a feminist or that people should be feminists. I've had them agree that, you know, we should have equal opportunities, right? Equal rights, equal opportunities, and equal responsibility. I've had them agree to that. I've said that I'm an egalitarian and that's what I believe in. And I've had them say, I think that's fair. I've not had any of them say, well, I'm a feminist and, you know, you're a misogynist. Yeah, you get your keyboard warriors online, like your Twitter queens that spend all day just trying to find something to be offended about. But I'm starting to see a real world shift. And that real world shift became extremely evident to me when people voted against having a Labour government in Australia because Labour was basically, they were just throwing money at women like, here, have money, have all this support, have this domestic violence leave, you know, have free shit, just take my fucking money, just vote for us. And they still didn't vote for the Labour government. Australians are starting to see through this crap. There have been too many mothers that have lost sons, or that have seen their sons been ripped apart by vile feminist warthogs. That entitlement that they have, where they just take and take and take. Right? There's too many grandmothers that have seen, or even not seen their grandkids for God knows how long. Right? Too many grandmothers haven't seen their grandkids for God knows how long because they were taking off their son, right? Or the mother of their grandchildren has been using the children against their son and subsequently also against them. And thank you so much to Jan Vismar for that €4.50. He says, hi from France. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that, brother. Yeah, I'm actually considering going to France in probably early August, and also London. I'm actually going on a trip to Latvia, Belarus, through Europe, London, Paris. So it's gonna be good times. My first proper overseas holiday. Going with Miggy 101 actually. Should be sweet. But yeah, I mean, I'm just seeing a massive decline in the amount of women identifying as feminists, other than obviously indoctrinated college retards. But as soon as they get out into the real world, they realize that it's a load of bullshit. I was honestly saying that, like, I was at this networking event last night, and I heard a woman who works she's like a fire engineer, I think she is, for the building industry, and she was saying, oh, you know, I think all of this feminism stuff has just like gone too far. It's just crazy, and you know, it's just too much. And it's like, interesting, very interesting. Because even though this woman would have, because the thing is, architecture is an arts degree, right? And she went to one of the more lip-tarded colleges, but yet still she's turning against it. Why? She's seeing the damage that it's doing. She's seeing it hurting her friends. She's probably seen it hurt her. She's probably seen the disconnect between what she's being told and what she's experiencing in real life. Right? She's probably got friends who are feminists that are like, you know, a couple of £100 with green hair and then complaining that their life sucks and no one wants to hire them. And she's sitting there going, well, it's not that hard to work out. So, and Jonathan Wright, thank you for that $20 donation, brother. He says, coming from USA, stay woke, brothers, don't fall for the traps, don't marry, save up, stay healthy, and keep integrity, man. Absolutely, 100% correct, Jonathan Wright. 100% correct. And Riff Magos, thank you for that $5 donation, brother. Says, Sydney's Truth Bomb Fund. Keep spreading the truth, brother. I will, man. And the Price is Right review is always donating to me, so I'm going to read your comment, man. Hey, sup, my man. Did you enjoy Captain Marvel? I mean, I'm not going to watch Captain Marvel. I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of $1 of my money. But guys, this is the thing, right? We need to start communicating with other men. Start letting guys know to look out for MGTOW on the back of the toilet doors. Start doing it. Even if you don't need to go to the bathroom. Just go and put a little sign up. Pin a sign to the back. You know, if the door's already defaced, fuck, it's damaged anyway, write on it. Do whatever it is that you have to do to get the message across to young men, to older men, to men. Men need this message. Men need to understand what's going on. Men need craziness. And yeah, look, feminism is just, it's flailing. It's in its death throes. The only people that are pushing the feminist narrative are the mainstream media, and they're dying. I mean, they're in their own little echo chamber now. We're all switching off our TVs. The only time we watch TVs is when we're actually streaming something from our phone onto our TVs. The amount of men I'm finding talking about, you know, saying they're so fed up with feminism and they're so fed up with the double standard. Is it any wonder we're having this revolt and this backlash against it? So, I am really, really, really looking forward to seeing what the next year or two brings us. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what happens from here on in. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing men taking back their position and helping understand what's going on. Because when we know what's going on as men, we control our own destiny. That is exactly what happens. So, and I noticed Meryl Streep today even said that she thinks this whole toxic masculinity line is bad and stupid. And I think she's absolutely right. Maybe she's got a new movie coming out. I don't know. But then the other day, oh God, what's the name of that dude? There was another guy in Australia who basically spoke out against the feminist, the domestic violence. Every man's a domestic abuser, right? He got attacked by all the feminist warthogs. He got attacked by Clementine Ford. He got attacked by Van Fatham. Right? He got attacked by all of these Sydney Morning Herald leftist opinion commentators. But yet he's standing his ground. And I say big respect to you, my brother. And thank you for standing your ground. The last election that just happened, that let us know that there is a silent majority that is behind us. There is a groundswell of support. And us men are not going to take this shit laying down any fucking more. That is the message that the media needs to hear. That is the message our politicians are starting to become painfully aware of. And they don't want to admit it. But it is what it is. And there's nothing they can do to stop it. Just wanted to say thank you to that cynical guy. He says, I was trying to send this article to you, Washington Examiner. Man, if you can email that to me, sydneymgtow@gmail.com, I'd really appreciate it, that cynical guy. And thank you for your $10 donation. I really appreciate that, brother. UK MGTOW says, hey Sid, MGTOW is on the rise here in the UK. £3.50 donation. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, look, it's on the rise in every single Western country. It is absolutely freaking exploding. It is just off the charts. It's crazy. And I'm so happy to hear about it all. I'm just so, like, you know, I thought that we were done for. I seriously did. A year ago, I was seriously stressing out. I was like, we're fucked. The feminists have got too much of a hold. I don't know, you know, if we can, I don't know if we can salvage this. But yet, look what happened. The masculine resistance is upon us, gentlemen. And we will make no apologies when these feminists are screeching, writhing, and disappearing into a pile of ashes as they disintegrate when the sun hits them. They are vampires. They suck our resources. They attack us. They infect others with their mind virus. But us men are coming at them with an army of wooden stakes. Speaking of stakes, guys, if you're in Sydney and you're free next Friday afternoon, that is Friday the 7th of June, head on over to sydneymgtow.com/calendar. The reason I'm suggesting to you to do that is because I have an event on, and it is all you can eat Brazilian barbecue. I've intentionally done it at a Brazilian barbecue place so we don't get any vegans. No disrespect to any of you vegans watching, but this is a testosterone-fueled man dinner. I don't really know how I can articulate that better. I know some people for whatever reason, going vegan is better for them health-wise in some instances, but in the majority of cases, it's no need to catch you guys. So please head on over to sydneymgtow.com/calendar or look at my video yesterday on Brazilian barbecue. It's got the link direct to the event. And please RSVP if you are intending on coming. Don't email me and tell me you're coming to my sydneymgtow@gmail.com. Send it to events@sydneymgtow.com. Makes it easier for me to monitor with your name and your phone number so I can contact you, and also so that I know you're not a feminist. Anyway, guys, we got 173 of you in the box. I just wanted to say again a massive thank you to all of you who donated. I really appreciate all of your support no matter what. Please send this video to other people who are concerned about the feminist takeover, because it's happening, man. It is happening. And I'm really, really looking forward to seeing how this pans out. So guys, please share this video, smash the thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button in the bar below and the little bell next to it so you get the daily notifications. Comment, interact with these posts. That helps me get traction so more people can hear this message, because people do need to hear this message. And if you are an Undead Chronic fan, yes, his channel did get shut down, but go and check out Zombie Kush. That's Kush. That is his new channel. Appreciate you, Undead Chronic, for all of your epic roasts that you do. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here for now. Thank you for tuning in. Big love to all of you.